I'm super excited. The adrenaline is sky high. My heart rate is sky high. As soon as you put the suit on, put the helmet on, you get in the car, nothing but focus, and you're just ready to go and do your job.
You are locked in, and you can feel everything. You can feel every nuance of the surface, and you can feel the car, and you can feel each tire and exactly what it's doing. There's nothing else. You're just purely doing that, and you have to, because things happen very quickly.
It's all adrenaline. You know, you're only thinking in the moment, and just trying to plan for the next corner and the next corner and the next corner. You're looking for your braking point. You're looking for your shift point, your turn-in point. Who's next to you? Who's behind you? Where are you looking? What's your vision? What's the temperature of the track? You have to let your senses take over. It's much more doing than thinking.
You don't win by holding the dice, you win by rolling them. Fear doesn't prevent death, it prevents life.
John, Tyler, and Grant are all former high-level professional bike racers. For decades, their lives revolved around bicycles, first training and competing, then making their careers in the business of bikes.
I own Project Bike and am most certainly, to my marrow, a bike guy.
John opened Project Bike in Bend 8 years ago. Tyler's his lead mechanic, and on any given day, you'll find Grant hanging around the shop, getting ready for a ride. So how did these lifelong bike guys trade in their pedals for pit lane and pistons?
Spent a good chunk of my life going to races with my dad, watching racing on TV, trying to follow the sport, and through my friendship with John Fry, he had sort of a wild idea to go car racing and asked me if I wanted to do it. And so my answer was immediately yes.
In November of 2019, had an opportunity or found an opportunity to do my first car race. And I knew exactly what I wanted to do from then on.
John went all in, bought a car, found a race mechanic, and started making modifications.
It's an E36 M3.
That car, a highly modified BMW, became the foundation for something bigger. John recruited his friends and former bike racing buddies to join the effort as drivers, engineers, and even a crew chief.
I knew, even though they hadn't driven that much and they certainly hadn't raced, I knew they would be perfect teammates. I just knew it.
And in January of 2024, the Hyperion Race Team was born. The team competes in endurance car races, grueling 8-hour events on custom-built closed-circuit racetracks. Each team fields 4 drivers, each taking a 2-hour shift behind the wheel.
Endurance racing is, as sure as you're born, a team sport.
John had a theory that elite cyclists could translate their athletic precision and focus from the bike to the car and onto the racetrack.
John was very outspoken in the beginning before we started racing about how much bike racing would apply to car racing. I don't want to say I was skeptical, but I think I was just cautiously optimistic that that would be true. And I think what we've all learned as we've gone through this together is that's absolutely true.
John's theory was proved right, and the team started winning.
It is our engineer that wins races. It is our crew chief that wins races. It's not an individual driver. It's not a fast lap. It is the team coming together and working in concert.
With every race, the passion, drive, and excitement only grew.
A repeat, Hyperion!
On a good day, it's the best thing ever, and on a bad day, you know, we're still out driving race cars with our best friends, so it's pretty awesome.
On this day, the Hyperion Race Team is at a track about 100 miles north of Bend, in the middle of nowhere, testing new equipment, practicing pit stops, and pushing both the car and themselves. But most of all, they're having the time of their lives, living out their boyhood dreams.
Living this dream, it's so much more vivid, and it's so much better than this, dream that I had, and I don't have to wake up.
I've always aspired to be a race car driver. I just never thought it was possible.
It's not something I ever thought I would get into, but here I am, and it's the coolest thing I've ever done.
Just grateful. Like, to have this opportunity and these amazing people to do this with.
The only thing that is better than what we're doing is, what we're gonna do.
In Bend, Eric Lindstrom, Central Oregon Daily News.